All-electric power vehicles with road trip ready range for under $35,000 used to be stuff of a fantasy, but in 2023, there's suddenly multiple options available and several more that are just around the corner. So let's check out some of those prices on not the ICE vehicles, but on EV vehicles that will blow you away. We'll actually cover a few Tesla vehicles as well. So let's go.
You are watching Watts Lockham Key.
The 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E, the rear-wheel drive, it has a fair market value of $51,753, but that's before the incentives and tax credits. So Ford produced this as its firstborn into the EV market. Yes, this Mustang Mach-E, built from the ground up to compete with the likes of the Tesla Model 3 on an equal footing, the Mach-E may ruffle enthusiasts' feathers by using the Mustang name, but there's no denying it. Decisively achieved Ford objectives, loaded with impressive technology including Copilot 360, which is a full self-driving assist known as the Assist 2.0, and blessed with more dynamic driving experience than any electric power crossover SUV would be expected to have. The Mach-E is worth the money despite being more expensive than the average ICE vehicle. The pros are more range for premium models, huge center touchscreen, quick and driftable, base MSRP $46,895, but with the tax credit it will be a total of $39,895, but that doesn't include the state incentives. Available configurations: rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, range 224 miles to 312 miles, but the cons: increase in price, not as quick as the Model Y, and is it a real Mustang? The 2023 Subaru Solterra Premium, fair market price of $50,668, and the Solterra is sometimes referred to as the Toyobaru, as shares its platform and other elements with the Toyota BZ4X. Lives at the higher end price-wise of the two related entries into the growing electric crossover market. The Solterra falls closer to the SUV side of the crossover SUV formula, with a hefty 8.3-inch of ground clearance, giving it genuine off-road capabilities. An adventure is exactly what Subaru is shooting for, and they're achieving that in this vehicle. As you look in the cabin, it's really equipped for that mission. On the downside, its overall range is closer to the bottom of the list of the recent relatively affordable crossover SUV electric vehicles. But what about the other specs? The total price is $44,995. Available configurations: all-wheel drive, range 222 miles up to 228 miles. The pros: more ground clearance than most EVs, quiet and comfortable, and good feature content even on base model. Cons: higher MSRP than base Foresters or Accents, no frunk, and elevated floors can be uncomfortable in the rear seat. Next up, the 2023 Toyota BZ4X XLE front-wheel drive. Fair market value price $48,366. Now, this vehicle is similar to the Solterra. The BZ4X, nevertheless, has a different face and details. The BZ4X has a somewhat unconventional interior layout as well, and several upsides, but like the Solterra, its range is on the low end of the spectrum. Pros: all-electric SUV Toyota, all-wheel drive availability, punchy drivetrain option, base MSRP $42,000. Available configurations: front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, range 222 miles to 252 miles. The cons: short range, and it's one of those love it or hate it vehicles, as well as excessive road noise. So now we're about to get into some of my favorites. The 2023 Hyundai Ioniq 5 SE standard range rear-wheel drive, fair market value price is $45,913. While the EV crossover segment is relatively new, it's growing rapidly, and these affordable electric cars have already made an impact as the most advanced vehicles of their type. The Ioniq 5 is the 2023 Motor Trend SUV of the year, and it's even competing with the Tesla space price-wise. Now, there's something to keep in mind in regards to the vehicle, is that the max charging speed are dramatically faster than much of its competition, and the Ioniq 5's interior is more spacious than almost every other crossover in the segment. So the pros and cons are: pros, futuristic design, 2023 SUV of the year, blazing fast charging, premium feel and features, base MSRP $41,450. The available configurations are wheel-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. The range 220 miles to 303 miles. The cons: ride can be jittery, screen heavy interior, and a bit pricey. Now, the 2023 Mini Cooper SE signature two-door hatchback, we're going to see here a drop in the price range. Now, the fair market price is $33,364. The electrified Mini retains the base car iconic shape, affordable price point, and even its soulful handling. All that said, this budget EV has significant compromises for being quick and easy for a Mini to put together. Range is too short for tasks beyond daily driving, and the motor, 181 horsepower, can't be sustained under load, and the significant road noise Motor Trend's editors experience seems to be out of place. There are budgets even with much lower base price with more than double the range, which makes this agile little hatch only attractive to a narrow niche. The 2023 Mini Cooper SE signature two-door hatchback pros and cons are the following. The pros: well equipped for the price, entertaining handling, just as much price as a hardtop. The cons: disappointing range, too much road noise, can't sustain full power under load. The base MSRP is $29,900. The available configuration is front-wheel drive, and the range is 114 miles. Little low mileage, but very good price if you want something that's simple and can get you from point A to point B in the inner city. Now, the 2023 Nissan Leaf S hatchback has a fair market price of $32,711. What used to be the cheapest electric car you would actually want to drive remains a practical and capable contender. This Nissan Leaf, still one of the most affordable electric cars ever built, the second generation Leaf is sustainable and has a lot of improvements. That said, aside from upper trim levels, its range is lacking, and across the board, charging speed is beginning to lag behind more advanced competitors. As regards to the pros, it has a comfortable ride, low starting price, and a sweet new wheel design. The base MSRP price is $28,040. Available configurations: front-wheel drive, and the range 149 to 226 miles. The cons: bizarre interior ergonomics and unimpressive range, slow charging, and nub brakes and steering. The 2023 Chevrolet Bolt EUV LT has an estimated base price of $30,328. The Bolt range is the current reigning dynasty of inexpensive electric vehicles, and there are very fewer downsides. Now, the Bolt is almost as spacious but not as expensive as the Mach-E. Its range is solid for such an inexpensive EV, and available features such as Super Cruise rival crossovers in a pricier class. The Bolt EUV is the stretch crossover size when it comes to the smallest of the electric crossovers. It appears to get more than what you pay for. What about the pros and cons? Well, it's bigger of the two Bolts, affordable among EVs, and has available Super Cruise tech. The estimated base MSRP price is $27,200. Available configuration is front-wheel drive, range of 247 miles. The cons: not available in all-wheel drive, has dated interior, and has an unrefined ride. The 2023 Chevy Bolt EV LT hatchback has a fair market value of $28,614. At its lowest price yet, the Bolt is a fun and capable hatchback that has the range to handle road trips and has the pep to make your daily drive amazingly enjoyable. There are some features that are restricted to the Bolt EUV, like Super Cruise. However, for a daily rollout vehicle and a practical vehicle as an electric car, it's challenging to beat. For the pros and cons, pros are even cheaper for 2023, competitive range, surprisingly practical, and fun to drive. The base MSRP is $25,600. Available configurations: front-wheel drive, range 259 miles. The cons: polarizing styling, no Super Cruise, interior trim could use improvement. As regards to the Tesla models, there are 4 vehicles that they sell at the moment, the cheapest being the Model 3. Now, the top speed is 60 miles in 3.1 seconds. That's the performance vehicle. As regards to the range, it can go all the way up to 300 miles, depending on the model that you go with. The price for the base model is $43,990. The Model 3 has plenty going on for it. Range and cost for starters, plus an engaging driving experience, access to Tesla supercharging network, and a lot of technology to offer. It's also been named the top safety pick plus by the Insurance Institute of the Highway Safety, or the IIHS, and awarded the maximum 5-star overall from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. As regards to the tax credit, you do have to look at the qualifications to see if you qualify for this vehicle for the $7,500 price cut. For heads of the household, they would only be able to make $250,000, $300,000 for married, and $150,000 for single filers. As regards to the Model Y, they have a few pros. Maximum range of 330 miles, the great tech that they always have in the vehicles. All-wheel drive is a standard on this vehicle. The cons: patchy build quality, and that's about it. The 2023 Tesla Model Y is an all-electric compact SUV compatible of running up to that 330 miles. The single battery charge will take it that far. It also offers the option of seating 7, and the price starts at $53,490. And eligible for a $7,500 tax credit brings the price down to $45,990. That's the cheapest price the Model Y has ever been available for. And it's a significant change to the price that it has been at in the past. Now, as regards to the Model X, it's going now for $109,990 for the 350-mile vehicle, and for the Plaid, $119,000. So basically, for the rear-wheel drive, it's $11,000 cheaper, or a 9% drop. And for the Model X Plaid, it's dropping $19,000, or a 14% drop. Incredible. In regards to the Model S, it has dropped $10,000, now starting at $94,990. That's a 10% decrease. And as regards to the Plaid, it has dropped a whole $21,000, now starting at $114,990, a 15% drop. And we see all of these changes are impacting all across the board the Tesla vehicles, but it could just be in connection with the change of this tax credit. They want to make sure they sell enough cars before there's some different laws that may come into place in regards to where the battery needs to be manufactured. So they're preparing for that. They're also building the Gigafactory in Nevada, which they will be building those new future 4680 batteries. Let us know, what do you think is the best deal for all of these vehicles? Please leave your comments. And if you have any questions about any other vehicles, maybe we'll do some reviews on those too. Leave your comments, and we'll see you in the next one.
Click the link and subscribe because we have those fire updates on What's Lock 'em Key. You are watching What's Lock 'em Key.